Hello, friends. Happy New Year. May you have a very blessed, happy, healthy 2025 and beyond. Today, we are going to talk about what is the benefit of registering a corporation, and then what type of corporation should I really build, and what is the process. Our channel is all about educating people without really any other ifs and buts. So this is just a friendly sharing of knowledge and education based on the experience. So I hope you like, share, and then subscribe to the channel, because there's a lot of mumbo jumbo out there and the real message does not really get across and people don't benefit from it because we may not share. So you may want to share this message and subscribe to the channel. So let's get to the questions. What is the benefit of registering a corporation? There could be many benefits, but I'm going to list few. First benefit is a corporation is a third entity. So you are a person. If you are doing anything, of course you have a liability for doing any, let's say you provide somebody a service or you deal with anybody, even if your house is under your name, and of course you have a direct liability. If somebody sues you, they sue you for all of your assets. But if a corporation owns any of your assets, corporation is a layer in between you and another person. So let's say if you provide a service and now you are not getting paid, that corporation is getting paid, that corporation is liable for that service. They cannot really sue you first. They can penetrate through you, but it's a lot more difficult. However, you want to have a third party. Corporation is a third party, and the corporation could be very simple. It could be as little as registering your name or your company as a DBA. Of course, that's the very least protection. Very least protection is a $10 fee to do a DBA, doing business as. There are very few, very small benefits of registering your company or your name as a DBA in your city or town. You can also open an account for that DBA and hence separate yourself. But I would recommend actual corporation. Now, the simplest corporations are S Corp and LLC. The benefit of S and LLC, by the way, a single person LLC, limited liability corporation. LLC stands for limited liability corporation. So a single person LLC is exactly the same as S corporation. So whether you registered an S corporation or whether you registered an LLC, there is really no difference at all. In paperwork, there are different forms that come out and go into your taxes, but reality is the pros and cons are same for LLC, single man LLC, and S corporation. LLC is usually preferred when there is more than one partner, and that's the reason you will see if there is forum of doctors or lawyers, then they have actually LLC, and each partner have their own reporting, even though in the same LLC. They can have different bank accounts. Now, by the way, I'm not an accountant and I'm not giving you an accounting or a tax advice. So please, this is just a friendly discussion. If you need a proper accounting or legal advice, please contact your accountant or your lawyer or whoever else you trust. So this is just a basic understanding I have, which I'm sharing with you on volunteer basis, and you take it from that perspective. So my opinion would be to just open an S corporation. Why? Because it is a third party. It offers you certain protection, but it does not require you to do double paperwork, does not really have double taxation. For example, when you're doing a sole proprietor S corporation, sole proprietorship, then basically you don't have to pay the taxes for the corporation and then the taxes for yourself. Whatever income you have after all the expenses, that go directly to you, and then hence you can put single taxes. A lot simpler paperwork and then a lot simpler process, and that the same thing is LLC. So you whether register LLC or S corporation, is the same thing. Now, of course, since all the income directly come to you, then of course your protection is limited. Somebody will go after the S corporation, but then they can come to you. It's not that easy as simple. You have a separate entity. That S corporation, they did the business, they did the work, not you, and hence they are liable for that, not you. Somebody can want to penetrate, it is more difficult, but they come through you, the corporation. And then people have C corporation. So C corporation is definitely more beneficial in terms of protection. It offers you more protection because it's a totally separate entity, and then the income does not flow to you. You have to pay taxes at the C corporation level, and then you will take it as salary or income. So that really is more protection, but of course it has double taxation You have to pay tax at the corporation level, and then you have to pay tax when the income comes to you. It also have a lot more paperwork. So that's the reason I would say that you should have a C corporation if you have a much bigger organization. So that's the basic of the corporations. However, I would say if you want to register a corporation, start with the simplest stick, which is an S corporation. And then how do you register it? You don't really need to have an accountant, but if you like to have one, please do so. It's not that difficult. If you want to have a lawyer draft up the paper and send the corporation, you may do so. But if you feel comfortable, you could just go to irs.gov. We can show you on the video as well the link of irs.gov, and over there they do have outline of how to fill the paperwork. But to be honest, it's extremely simple. Just to get EIN number, employer identification number. To set up a corporation, you need an EIN number from the federal, and then you need to register with the Secretary of State in the state you live in. So you do have to register at two places, one with federal, getting EIN, employment identification number, which is like social security number for a person. It's similar to that, but it's called EIN. And then that you can do online. Now, be aware, there are so many fake websites, third-party websites that takes over when you go to irs.gov. They have irs.com and many other names. So make sure you go to the website, the right website, direct government website, if you want to avoid delays and fees. Otherwise, they will take your information, they'll process it. It look like you're doing directly online, but they're not. The way to know is that if they tell you we're going to send you in a week, then it's the third party. But if you're getting it right away online within few minutes, then that is really an IRS website. And we will show you that website in the video here. But go to the right IRS Gov website. It has a tutorial that how to do it, what to do, why to do. But honestly, you're an educated person. You don't even need to spend so much time. You just go online, fill out your information, and here you go, you get EIN. Once you get an EIN, then you can also go to the website of the Secretary of State and register your corporation in your state as well. You do have to pay, I think, $450 fee to register, and then I think $100 to file every year. But anyway, you will figure it out, and you can do it all online yourself. And we will show you both of these websites in this link. Once you have the letter from the Secretary of State, which is the online, and it will send you an email, and you have an EIN, then you can go to the bank and open the account and start taking the money in the name of the company. With that, I would say have a happy, blessed New Year again, and we'll see you next time.